Hey guys, it's me Bailey here and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I am bringing you a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom little cottage. A couple of people have recently been commenting on my videos saying that they enjoy the variety of builds that I create. But this is nothing new. I just really like this style. I love building cottages. This cottage is very simple. The floor plan is a little bit odd. Like, it's too big to be a 1-bedroom home, but somehow that's just what happened. Now, if you notice that I'm talking a little bit weird, first of all, I'm very tired. And second of all, I've done this voiceover 3 times. I have just been the most unluckiest or least lucky person in the world. I don't know what it is. But I recorded this voiceover the first time and I realized that I was muted the entire time, so I do love the Blue Yeti mic. Do not get me wrong, I would recommend it to anybody who asks, but when you press the mute button to unmute it, I feel like sometimes the button doesn't press, like it feels like you pressed it, but it just doesn't click, like it doesn't work. I don't know if it's a me problem, it probably is, but sometimes it just doesn't work properly. Maybe I dropped it one day or something like that, but I would recommend this mic. It's just something that happens to me a little too often, so I was muted the entire time and I took it as a sign. I was very positive at this point because nothing else had happened yet, and I took it as a sign that I should just start over and the next voiceover is going to be even better, and it was. But I didn't finish any sentences. I don't know what happened, but I just wasn't finishing any thoughts whatsoever. It was so sporadic. It was like I had ADHD. I was just saying a different million things. Yeah, there's still a bunch of cars. If you hear that, I'm so sorry, but I live next to a busy road and I'm filming this at a different time than I normally am. We'll talk about that in a second, but I'm filming this at the time that a lot of people get home from work, so I think that's why the street that I live next to is like a little bit busier than usual, but I wasn't finishing any sentences whatsoever, so I was like, I'll start over. This is getting annoying at this point, and then I do the voiceover. I put in the screenshots. I edit the video. I add like the little zoom out thing that I do sometimes for comedic effect, even though it's not funny whatsoever. And I go to save it, and I press save as, and then I see that the tab isn't responding, and so I press close tab, and that was my mistake because everything closed without saving. So now I have to do this voiceover all over again. Life is pain. It's fine though. But I talked about a couple of things in the voiceover that I just was kind of messing up when I was speaking about it, so it's kind of a good thing. We'll look on the bright side, even though I'm very upset about it. It's whatever though, and this video is already going out really late. I'm sorry about that. In my last voiceover, I talked about how I haven't had any motivation whatsoever recently. This happens to me every couple of months, but it has never been this bad. So I didn't have a video ready for this morning, and I just decided to edit this video now. Like, I just put it into my editing software. So this video is already going out really late. Plus, I've been having a lot of technical issues, so I'm sorry about it, but you guys have been really nice when I talked about my lack of motivation. Everyone was super sweet, and I really, really appreciate that. Like, you don't even know. I don't know why, but I expected people to be really upset with me mentioning that I wasn't feeling 100% when it comes to making videos, just because that's something so minute to complain about. Like, it's not even a big issue whatsoever, so I was just whining to you for no reason. But people were very nice and understanding, so I think I figured out that I'm kind of going to ditch the whole 1 p.m. thing, because if you don't know, I used to post every other day. I was gonna say single day. Can you imagine posting every single day? I don't think I'll ever get to that point, but I post at 1 p.m. When I do post, it's always at 1 p.m. EST, no matter what. But today marks the first day that I'm going to ditch that. I'll probably just post whenever I want to. It'll still be on the same day that I usually will post, but I think this video is going to go up at like 9 p.m. or something like that. So we're kind of ditching that. I'm sorry if you were used to that, and I'm still going to try to upload as early in the day as possible, just because it makes sense for most time zones, but I don't really know. Again though, thank you so much for the kind comments. I really appreciate it. And before I forget, I will have a video up tomorrow that is a collab with a bunch of different people. It is a Creative Sim collab, and I am just so excited to share it with you guys. The theme of it is really cute. If I talk any more about it, I will spoil it, so I'm just gonna shut up. But I really hope that you guys do enjoy that and you get to know like some other simmers that you didn't even know existed before then. But anyway, I do have a bit of a story about school. So I went to my school to take senior photos because that's what my school's doing. Like, they hired a photography studio and you could pay a certain amount to come in and get your pictures taken. Like, they would do indoor photos, outdoor photos, a bunch of different things with a bunch of different like props and backdrops and things like that. So the first thing that bothered me, of course this is a good thing, but they were actually cleaning things, and that was something new for me just because my school doesn't clean on a normal day, let alone when there's a pandemic going on. So I was very happy about that. But there was this guy who I guess worked for the photography studio. I don't know. But his job that day was to follow students around when they like change stations and things like that and clean up after them. Like, after they finished sitting on something, he would just clean it. And he was so cute, and he had to follow me around and he watched me take pictures the entire time. Like, just great. I was already so anxious because of course you had to follow all these directions and make sure that you look nice. But then there was this cute guy just watching me the entire time. It was not fun, but I will have to say the worst thing about the entire experience was the backdrops. So I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting what they did. I was expecting a variety or just some simpler stuff. I guess though, because I live in Virginia, which isn't the deep south, like I don't picture it to be country whatsoever. I'd say we're pretty metropolitan, especially where I live. Like, I don't think of it as country whatsoever. But they decided, you know what these Virginians want? They want country bumpkin backdrops. They want backdrops of like an abandoned farmhouse and like a field with a broke down car in it and a bunch of license plates. They were so ugly, and I think these pictures cost like a bit of money. So I'm gonna have to look at them and see if they're salvageable. The backdrops were just so disgusting. There was one that was black, which I think might be my favorite. But other than that, the backdrops just, I feel like kind of ruined my photos. I don't really know. I'll let you know once I get them in my email if they're actually good or not. But anyway, we are getting to the end of this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, a like would be very appreciated. Also know that I post new videos every other day, so if you want to be notified whenever I post, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!